On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples:
A profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Deaf.
Lacking the ability to hear, or having impaired hearing, unresponsive or unaware of certain sounds or signals.
Examples:
Deaf in one ear. Deaf child. The deaf student needed an interpreter to understand the lecture.
Intriguing.
Arousing curiosity or interest, often due to a mysterious or complex quality, fascinating or captivating.
Examples:
Intriguing concept. Intriguing character. The novel's plot was intriguing and kept readers in their seats.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Everlasting.
Lasting forever or indefinitely, eternal or infinite in duration, also used to describe something unchanging, constant, or enduring.
Examples:
Everlasting love. Everlasting memories. The writer's words left an everlasting impact on his readers.
Magnificent.
Extremely beautiful and impressive, grand or noble in thought or deed.
Examples:
A magnificent plan. A magnificent mountain. The magnificent scene of the glacier is awe-inspiring.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Bat.
A nocturnal animal with wings that flies and feeds at night, similar to a mouse, a piece of wood with a handle used for hitting the ball in sports including baseball, cricket, and table tennis.
Examples:
Bat cave. Bat an eye. The cave was a habitat for bats.
Convince.
To persuade someone or make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
Convince her to go with us. Convince an opponent. I am considering what I should do to convince him.
Fortune.
A large amount of money or property, chance or luck as an unknown and arbitrary force affecting human affairs.
Examples:
Ill fortune. Bit of good fortune. Capitalism guarantees the right of ownership of personal fortune.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples:
Fascinating story. Completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Attribute.
To say or regard that something is the result of a particular thing, noun, a quality or feature that someone or something possesses.
Examples:
Attribute the change to their marriage. Attribute directly to sales. He attributes the disappointing results to the economic downturn.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
Flee their homes. Flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Inherent.
Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute.
Examples:
Inherent risk. Have an inherent dislike. Honesty is an inherent quality that everyone should strive to possess.
Vertebrate.
Relating to animals that have a backbone or spinal column, such as mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish.
Examples:
The muscle tissue of a vertebrate. Vertebrate biology. The presence of a backbone is a defining characteristic of vertebrate animals.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Pterodactyl.
An extinct flying reptile that lived during the time of the dinosaurs, characterized by a slender body, long wings, and a beak-like snout.
Examples:
Flying pterodactyl. Fossilized pterodactyl. The museum's pterodactyl exhibit drew a large crowd, especially among children fascinated by the life-sized model.
Metabolism.
The set of chemical reactions in cells or organisms that are necessary for life sustaining.
Examples:
Metabolism enzyme. Hemoglobin metabolism. Better sleep leads to increased metabolism.
Perceive.
To become aware or conscious of something through the senses.
Examples:
Perceive a threat. Perceive light. Australia is widely perceived as having low levels of corruption.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Echolocation.
The use of reflected sound waves to locate objects, particularly by dolphins and bats.
Examples:
Bat echolocation. Ultrasound for echolocation. Dolphins use echolocation for hunting fish.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
Emit a gamma ray. Emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.
Larynx.
An organ in the top of the throat involved in breathing, producing sound.
Examples:
Irritate the larynx. Narrowing of the larynx. Smoking significantly increases the risk of larynx cancer.
Echo.
A sound heard after being reflected off a surface, such as a wall or a cliff.
Examples:
The echo of a person's footsteps. Sound echo. A thunderous boom echoed throughout the valley.
Acoustic.
Relating to sound or the sense of hearing.
Examples:
Acoustic properties of a hall. Acoustic guitar. The ground acts as an acoustic barrier against outside sounds.
Orient.
To position or adjust someone or something for a particular purpose. Noun, the countries of Asia.
Examples:
Orient my thinking. The exotic flavor of the Orient. She took a moment to orient herself in the unfamiliar city.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Alien.
A person who comes from a different country, race, or group, a form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere.
Examples:
Alien fungi. Resident aliens. Alien species have drastically altered the ecosystem in this area.
Philosophy.
The study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
Philosophy of education. Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Characteristic.
A typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
Stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Hoe.
A garden tool with a flat blade attached at right angles to a long handle.
Examples:
Garden hoe. Weeding hoe. She purchased a hoe and a sickle for a backyard vegetable garden.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Teeny.
Extremely small, tiny.
Examples:
Teeny bit. So teeny tiny. The ring was so teeny that it almost looked like a toy.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Botany.
The scientific study of plants.
Examples:
Botany professor. Geographical botany. The study of botany can also include the study of plant fossils and the history of plant evolution.
Variation.
The act or state of changing, a difference or change in the way something is done, made, or said.
Examples:
Variation of temperature. Gene variation. There is a lot of variation in the colors of flowers in the garden.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
Keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Belfry.
A bell tower, often attached to a church or other building, where bells are hung.
Examples:
Towering belfry. Historic belfry. The old church's belfry offers stunning views of the surrounding countryside.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Demon.
An evil spirit, supernatural being, or entity often depicted as malevolent or harmful.
Examples:
Demon hunter. Cast demon eyes. The actor's portrayal of the demon in the horror movie was terrifying.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Stoke.
To add fuel to the fire or furnace, to increase the intensity or strength of something, such as an emotion or conflict.
Examples:
Stoke a fire. Stoke passions. The artist used bright colors and bold brushstrokes to stoke a sense of vibrancy in their painting.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Slightly.
In a small degree or extent, a little.
Examples:
Increase slightly. Slightly alkaline soils. He moved his body slightly to the left.
Synonymous.
Having the same or a similar meaning as another word or phrase.
Examples:
Synonymous terms. Non-synonymous mutation. The phrase big shot and important person are synonymous.
Evil.
Profoundly immoral, cruel, and wicked, having or exerting a harmful effect on people.
Examples:
Evil ways. A charm against evil. Corruption is an evil act for any reason.
Perpetrator.
A person who carries out a harmful or illegal act, particularly one that involves violence or deception.
Examples:
Perpetrator identity. Culprit perpetrator. The police have not yet caught the perpetrator of the crime.
Horror.
Intense fear or disgust, especially at something shocking or terrifying.
Examples:
Horror movie. Horror-struck look. The stories of war crimes filled her with horror.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Angel.
A spiritual being believed to be a messenger of God or a guardian of human beings, a person who is kind, helpful, or generous.
Examples:
Angel in heaven. Fallen angel. She believed a guardian angel was watching over her and keeping her safe.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Longevity.
The property of being long-lived, great duration of service.
Examples:
Longevity crisis. Longevity genes. He is proud of the longevity of the business.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
virtue of frugality, acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Serenity.
The state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled, a feeling of tranquility or peacefulness.
Examples:
fall into serenity, serenity prayer. Meditation and yoga are great ways to achieve serenity and peace of mind.
Surround.
To be all around something or somebody.
Examples:
surround a town. A stone wall surrounds the palace. On 3 sides, mountains surround the settlement.
Blessing.
A gift or favor from a higher power or force, an act or expression of approval, encouragement, or gratitude, something that brings happiness or good fortune.
Examples:
count your blessings. Bestowed blessings. Receiving support from his friends was a great blessing in his time of need.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Pollinator.
An animal or insect, such as bees, butterflies, birds, etc., that carries pollen from a male part of a flower to a female part of a flower, fertilizing it and allowing it to produce seeds.
Examples:
pollinator species. Beneficial pollinator. Bees are important pollinators for many crops and plants.
Disperse.
To spread out or distribute over a broad region, or to cause something to do so.
Examples:
disperse false information. Disperse the protesters. Before authorities dispersed the protesters, they yelled slogans.
Pollinate.
To transfer pollen from the male part of a flower to the female part, thereby fertilizing the plant and allowing it to produce fruit or seeds. To spread or disseminate an idea or influence to others.
Examples:
pollinate plants. Pollinate fruit trees. Without bees to pollinate the flowers, many crops would not exist.
Tequila.
A distilled spirit made primarily from the blue agave plant, typically produced in Mexico, known for its distinctive taste and often consumed neat, in cocktails, or as a shot.
Examples:
tequila cocktail. Bottle of tequila. We ordered a round of tequila shots at the bar.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
Emotional prop. Prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Voracious.
Having a very strong appetite or desire for something, especially for food or activity, extremely eager or enthusiastic for something.
Examples:
Voracious thirst. Voracious reader. The voracious appetite of the teenager was legendary.
Insect.
Any small creature that has 6 legs and a body divided into 3 sections.
Examples:
Insect antenna. Insect biology. These insects are more prevalent above a certain latitude.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Colony.
A country or an area that is governed by a more powerful country that is often far away.
Examples:
Plant a colony. A colony of bacteria. The colony declared its independence and became a republic.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Syndrome.
A group of signs and symptoms that occur together and are characteristic of a particular condition or disorder.
Examples:
Syndrome of dementia. Acute syndrome. The patient was diagnosed with a rare genetic syndrome.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
Wipe off dirt. Wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
Metric.
Using or relating to the meter as a unit of length, a system of related measures that facilitates the quantification of some particular characteristic.
Examples:
Metric units. Key performance metrics. In the metric system, measurements are made in meters and liters.
Attraction.
A sense of like someone, particularly sexually, something that causes individuals' desire to go to a certain area or do a certain activity.
Examples:
Big attraction of the event. Popular tourist attraction. She felt an instant attraction towards him.
Calculated.
Done with careful thought or planning, deliberate and intentional, based on a process of reasoning or estimation rather than on instinct or chance.
Examples:
Calculated bankruptcy. Calculated crime. The company made a calculated decision to invest in new technology.
Equation.
The act of regarding as equal, mathematics, a statement that expresses the equality of two expressions by connecting them with the equal sign.
Examples:
The equation of poverty with ignorance. A chemical equation. In this class, you will learn how to solve quadratic equations.
Insecticide.
A substance used to kill insects.
Examples:
Insecticide spray. Insecticide residue. The farmer sprayed the crop with insecticide to protect it from pests.
Pest.
A destructive insect or other animals that are harmful to crops, animals, or humans, someone or something that is annoying or troublesome.
Examples:
Pest control. A pest of bean plants. The gardener used natural methods to keep pests away from her plants.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
Organic agriculture. Intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Crop.
A plant that is cultivated in large amounts, particularly for food.
Examples:
Crop field. Crop herbicide. Sow early for an early crop.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Genome.
The complete set or sequence of genes of a human, animal, plant, or other living things.
Examples:
Sequencing of the human genome. Genome analyses. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Advancement.
The development, improvement, or progress of something.
Examples:
Advancement of knowledge. Career advancement. Competition between countries resulted in fast technological advancement.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Molecular.
Of or relating to molecules, equals a group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Molecular structure. Molecular biology. Molecular weight is the sum of all the atoms.
Sequence.
A series of related events, actions, numbers, etc., which have a particular order.
Examples:
The sequence of the seasons. The DNA sequence. We do move forward with those tasks in sequence next week.
Grand.
Important and large in size, scope, or extent.
Examples:
A grand meal. Grand this year.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Susceptible.
Easily influenced, harmed, or affected by something.
Examples:
A susceptible young woman. Susceptible of proof. Well-stretched muscles are less susceptible to injury.
Capitalize.
To write a whole letter or the first letter of the alphabet as a capital, to provide a company, etc. with the money, to take the chance to gain advantage from something.
Examples:
capitalize on an interest. Capitalize the first letter of a word. You must capitalize on your full of opportunities to become a professor.
Differentiate.
To recognize or establish as being distinct, to distinguish between things that are compared, to calculate a derivative.
Examples:
differentiate between fact and fiction. Differentiate a function. The teacher asked the students to differentiate between the two similar species of birds.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Mutation.
The way in which genes of a person, plant, animal, or other organism change and produce permanent differences.
Examples:
mutation of DNA. Hereditary mutation. Radiation often promotes genetic mutations in plants and animals.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Tolerate.
To allow something to exist or happen, even if it is disliked or opposed.
Examples:
tolerate his disrespectful behavior. Tolerate ambiguity. I can't tolerate spicy food, and it always gives me heartburn.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Sieve.
A utensil with a mesh bottom or fine holes, used for separating larger objects from smaller ones or for straining liquids. Verb, to check and sort carefully.
Examples:
sieve tissue. Molecular sieve. The baker sifted the flour through a sieve to remove any lumps.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Distant.
Far away in space, time, or where you are, far apart in relevance, relationship, or kinship.
Examples:
a distant memory. Distant ancestors. The sun set over the crest of distant hills.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Divergent.
Different or becoming different from another or a standard, tending to move apart in different directions.
Examples:
Follow a divergent path. Wildly divergent results. The Prime Minister had to reconcile divergent opinions on controversial issues like abortion.
Ascertain.
To find out or learn something true or correct.
Examples:
Ascertain a diagnosis. Ascertain his address. He needed to ascertain the cause of the problem before he could fix it.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
Indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Purple.
Of a color intermediate between red and blue.
Examples:
Deep purple. Purple sweet potatoes. The plant has a stunning purple blossom.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples:
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Impair.
To damage something or make it weaker or worse.
Examples:
Impair my health. Impair insulin sensitivity. The accident made his vision impaired.
Disorder.
An untidy state or a lack of organization, a physical condition or illness that causes problems with how a section of the body or brain functions.
Examples:
The files are in complete disorder. People with bipolar disorder. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the mental disorder.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business. Significant as a cause or basis of something, but not immediately apparent or stated clearly.
Examples:
An underlying motive. An underlying cause of an accident. The underlying principle of every business was identical.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Specialize.
To become an expert in a specific career field, study, or business.
Examples:
Specialize in childcare. Specialize in market research. The restaurant has chefs who specialize in beef.
Defect.
An imperfection, shortcoming, or lack of something or someone.
Examples:
Visual defects. Defects of character. Defects in the design could cause much worse issues.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Fountain.
A structure usually consisting of a basin and a jet of water that is sprayed into the air, often used for decoration or as a source of drinking water.
Examples:
Fountain plaza. Decorative fountain. The fountain in the park provided a relaxing atmosphere.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Deteriorate.
To become worse in quality, to decline or degenerate.
Examples:
Deteriorate at a slow pace. Deteriorate condition. The patient's health deteriorated rapidly after being diagnosed with the disease.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Hazard.
Something dangerous and likely to cause damage.
Examples:
Occupational hazard. Potential health hazards. Lost mobile phones lead to another potential hazard regarding privacy.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Graph.
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how two or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples:
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Expend.
To use or spend time, money, energy, etc.
Examples:
Expend a great deal of energy. Expend time and resources. Billionaires tend to expend private funds on a public undertaking.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
State of the art.
Characterized by the use of the latest and most advanced technology or methods, cutting edge.
Examples:
State-of-the-art technology. State-of-the-art software. The hospital has state-of-the-art equipment and facilities to ensure the best health care for its patients.
Up to date.
Reflecting or incorporating the latest information, methods, or ideas, current, modern.
Examples:
Up-to-date technology. Up-to-date information. My computer software is up to date with the latest version.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
Uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Mechanism.
A part of a machine, or a set of parts that performs a task, a natural or established process that occurs during a specific situation or reaction.
Examples:
The mechanism for DNA replication. Defense mechanism. He discovered unique mechanisms for photochemical reactions.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Potentially.
In a possible state or condition, possibly.
Examples:
Potentially affected. Potentially lucrative. The organization assisted in the de-escalation of potentially violent situations.
Halt.
To bring or come to a stop, to force to stop moving or operating.
Examples:
Halt production. Halt progress. The train came to a halt at the station.
Reverse.
To change something's direction, order, position, decision, etc., to the opposite one, adjective, directed or moving toward the rear.
Examples:
Reverse the trend. Reverse the order. The restaurant reversed a ban on smoking.
Superhero.
A fictional hero who possesses extraordinary powers and abilities and is dedicated to protecting the public.
Examples:
Superhero movies. Superhero comics. Superman is a classic superhero known for his superhuman strength and flying ability.